So I just finished recording a new YouTube pick a candle card reading and I decided I would go ahead and take advantage of having my recording set up and do a TikTok reading for you. You can also, the video is uploading. I don't know when it'll be completely up, but you can check out my YouTube if you would like to go in a more in-depth pick a pile. These are the three guides I chose here for the different piles, but all that's in the link in my bio. I also do longer formatted videos, and if we do lose TikTok, that is where I'll be doing my weekly lives and content here forth. Now let's see what's going on for my TikTok community. Some of you here I am connecting with have a lot of almost New Year's anxiety coming up. Let's remember all collectively, I am reminding myself that it is still the middle of winter, and though we may be in the year of 2025, spring is the true time of expansion and new year frequency. So let's remind ourselves to take things at our own pace, even if it feels resistant. I even was bringing up the reference to my mom this morning, how it feels like the bear at the end of hibernation. It starts to get to where January and February, you're just itching and like all of your nutrients are gone. You're sleeping. You're like, wait, did I eat enough food? Am I going to make it through the season? Because bear is rest and reflection. It's equal embracing of time spent understanding. It's like temperance energy. So let's see what's going on. Let's take some time to soothe our subconscious and remind ourselves that we're doing everything right and at our pace, at our correct pacing. So let's see what's going on here for the TikTok collective. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. It's exactly what I was picking up on. You feeling like you gotta work harder. You gotta be like putting more energy in. The Sun and Strength was facing up as I was shuffling in the decks there. So I just feel like you gotta stay strong in understanding that consistency in your consciousness is key. Not making yourself be forced into things or old habits of ways of being, thinking that you've got to be more diligent, more smart, more intellectual, outsmart the universe, outsmart the divine plan of your consciousness. I am going to be so intelligent and so in my masculine energy that there's going to be no possible way that things cannot go my way. Confirmation verb, excuse me. And here with the Strength, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun, I feel like you have mastered the art of like, take a deep breath. I don't have to try so hard. I don't have to keep, if this dam is meant to break, I put in enough work on that dam. I cannot now prepare for the coming storm when the storm is here. Like, I have already prepared and done the work, so it is time for me to let it speak for itself. Let that work shine, even if it is only shining in your mind. Because, darling, sometimes you have to let it shine there first in your consciousness and your dreams, believing in them, for them to then make their seeds out to the universe and let the universe find the individuals that will celebrate and recognize your worth as well. And I feel here with the Strength card, another reminder, as it was in the deck as I was shuffling, it's another reminder that the sun will always come back again. We are celebrating longer days. The winter solstice did just pass, so we are already experiencing more sunlight in the sky. It may not feel like much, but that half hour, that 45 minutes on my end, it is making all the difference. And it's helped me be able to get back outside again, even though it's gotten bitter cold. And I am experiencing some of that lull of wanting to work on projects and feeling like I've done a little shedding. So I'm feeling that inspiration to get back at things. But remember that everything has a season and a time. And if you tried to bloom right now, though there are things that bloom in the winter, okay? I'm a big reminder of people. There are always times things can happen in a season that doesn't make sense for you. So just don't shut yourself off from things. Don't hold on so tight to one reality thinking that things have to happen in a certain way or through certain logical aspects. The universal plan, the rhythms of your life will always find a way to surprise you. And so no matter how much planning you do, if you can actually plan for the unexpected, then you would actually be creating more room and more space for you to fit things in. Think of it like the game of Jenga. You have to also plan for a little bit of chaos and make risky moves at times. And yeah, the set may fall over, but that's actually the game. We're not trying to make our path here to a bunch of tower moments, but when we look at the entire journey of the tarot, the tower is always a part of the journey. It is unavoided each time you make your way through. There is some form of tower. That tower can just be more accepted and more, you can embrace the wheel as it turns, or you can try to hold on for dear life and try to make sure. And Jesus Take the Wheel is coming on as a song for some reason in my mind because I said the wheel. My echolalia or whatever it's called might be kicking in there a little bit, but it does feel like a little bit like a channeled song. I was shuffling, so I did want one more. Oh my goodness, there's the tower. I can't believe you came out, you little fucker. You little fucker. I cannot. I cannot. And the Five of Pentacles. Look, you're shattering an Eight of Cups. 8, 8. The Wheel of Fortune. Look, 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 look. You're shattering realities that you no longer had control over and never had control over, but you were adamant and worked really hard to show and prove to yourself that there was nothing in your hands. No, your hands would not be covered in the red paint. I don't know what that is. Is it Clifford, that the movie or show or something, that there was like a character that did like their hand on the red? It was like such a, was it Blues Clues? I think it was Blues Clues, or I don't know, something like when I was a kid. There was like an actual show where they did like a red hand covered in the paint, and it was like, right on the nose, and it definitely stuck. Those visuals, they do stick with your mind, especially when they get attached to certain sayings. But just like the saying is true of like, a multi-passionate individual, a jack of all trades, a master of one is often better than a master of none. That is actually the full saying. So I think it actually goes further. But just remember that there are sometimes things that are going on that are hidden as you've let go of some of these old ways and old emotions and old approaches. You've created room for the wheel to turn. Like I said, that Jenga set that looks very off kilter, you suddenly place the correct, you remove and replace that piece in the correct place, and it creates stability. And or you remove yourself from the situation and it all crumbles, and you recognize that that tower was not very stable to begin with. And then in turn, this is why it has taken longer to rebuild, because you have been doing so with emotional clarity and with an ability to recognize that not everything can come from one aspect of yourself, whether it be your heart or your mind or your physical, because it feels a lot of your body has been spent here really diligently trying to pillage a garden. The garden references have been coming up a lot for me, but trying to make things be sustained or sustainable. And there is this ever-changing seasons, like things have to like die back so that then there can be new growth. But also there can be ways that you can cultivate safety on some of those aspects. All right, Spirit, is there anything else that you'd like to bring forward here? Did Jesus take the wheel is like also you not just saying, this is a situational experience, okay? Not, I now have given Jesus the wheel and I am not willing to take back the wheel to move forward, okay? The tower's falling, but it is not forever falling. The fucking star comes next, okay? Okay, I love you, torchbearers. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Subscribe here on my TikTok or wherever you're seeing this reading. And also, if you'd like to work, please, if you'd like to work with my intention candles, head over to my shop, spiritguideapothecary.com. I do feel like these three guides, since they were here for the entire reading, as well as the cat spirit guide, which is burning, would be very, very prevalent for you. All right, see you soon.